Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's update, the police arrest Ahbi for raping Tanu, and something bad happens to Pragya after that, so make sure you watch the video till the end, to find out more, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notified for more updates like this. Alia tells Inspector that Tanu changes her husbands, and if she sees any rich guy then she leaves her husband and marries him. She says she wanted to do this with Bai, and when she was not successful, she wants to do character assassination of Bai. Tanu asks, who called me here in this house? You had asked me to go close to Bai and seduce him. She asks, didn't you say this or not? Alia says yes, she had asked her to take care of Bai and not to accuse him. Inspector tells that he will arrest Alia for threatening the victim. Pragya and Ahbi support Alia. Ahbi tells that they are reputed people and don't do such thing. Inspector tells that they have proofs of rape and will show it to the magistrate. Pragya takes Tanu to side and asks, why are you doing this? She asks her to go. Tanu says, this time, both destiny and law are with me. She says, I can't prove that I am his wife, but will prove rape. Pragya says his family will be ruined. Tanu asks her not to give family crap and tells that today she will win. Pragya holds her hand. Tanu asks, do you want to go to PS with Alia? Pragya comes back and tells Inspector that her husband is innocent and the accusation is fake, just like her. They are informed that media came there. Inspector tells that if Alia Khanna tries to stop Ahbi's arrest then they will arrest her too. Pragya says arrest. The lady constable hits on Pragya's hand. Ahbi agrees to get arrested. Prachi comes to Sarita Behen's house and thinks she thought to come here. Sarita Behen says it is good that you came here. She feels Prachi has become understanding. Ranbir comes there and tells that he came to return Prachi's phone. Prachi says he came to drop me. Ranbir says he was worried as riots was happening here, but now everything is fine. Sarita Behen says she heard. She asks him to come inside and have tea. Ranbir tells that his family members are waiting and promises to drink tea next time. Prachi goes to change her dress. Tanu thinks she is feeling good to see Ahbi arrested and wishes to throw Pragya out. The media knocks on the door asking if Abhishek Mehra really raped someone. The inspector asks constable to see where is back door of the house. Reporters come inside. Alia asks how did they come inside? Reporter says we didn't do crime like your brother. He goes live and asks people to see model Tanu Mehta and businessman Abhishek Mehra. He asks Tanu to tell how is she feeling. Tanu sheds fake tears. The reporter tells that her tears are saying that Ahbi is her accused. Pragya says my husband can't do this, I am saying this being his wife. Reporter asks Tanu if Ahbi raped her. Tanu says yes. Pragya says what are you doing? You are supporting her for TRP. Alia asks Tanu why are you doing this? Tanu says I thought you will support me when I was kicked out, so don't hope good from me. Inspector asks Ahbi why did they raise hand on media? Pragya says you should have stopped media. Inspector asks him to hire a good lawyer. He takes Ahbi from there. Tanu advises Pragya not to hurt her. She tells that they have done Pragya's Gra Pravesh and tells that she will send Ahbi to Vanvas of 14 years surely. Pragya says she will get him freed from here today itself. Tanu tells that she has proofs of rape against him and will prove it. She tells that this time she won't let him freed. She tells Dadi that she has done her Gra Pravesh, and now she shall suffer. Pragya tells reporters that her husband is not wrong and didn't do any crime. Inspector asks Pragya not to stop the investigation else he will be charged with that too. Ahbi is taken away by the police in the jeep. Pragya runs behind the jeep. She folds her hands before Tanu. Tanu goes from there. Alia asks Mitali to switch off TV. Mitali asks how did this happen? She says how can Tanu do this, why didn't you do anything? She says she didn't hear you, but blamed you. Alia recalls Ahbi throwing him out. Tanu tells that she has divorced her husband and wants to marry him. Alia says she can't do anything now. Tanu tells that their problem is Pragya and asks her to talk to Ahbi. Alia says I have done a big mistake by bringing you here. Tanu says I love Ahbi, and can't afford to lose him. She asks Alia to apologize to Ahbi on her behalf. Alia says I really don't care if you are saying truth or lying. Tanu says I will get what I wanted and says you and your brother will repent, I won't let anything good happening here. She says you all will repent and our friendship ends right here. Alia asks her to leave from there. FB ends. Pragya comes inside. Alia tells that she has accepted Pragya and respected her, so that she can stay with Bai, but she don't deserve all this. She blames Pragya for the happenings. She tells Mitali that Tanu didn't listen to me due to Pragya and she accused Bai of rape due to this. She says if Pragya hadn't stopped the marriage that day, then this wouldn't have happened. Dadi says Ahbi can't do this. Alia says important is that Tanu got Bai arrested and created so much drama. She blames Pragya and says I accepted you for Bai and told Tanu that she don't care about her. She says Tanu reacted when Bai brought you home. She says this problem came because of Pragya and not because of Tanu. She goes on blaming Pragya. Pragya says this accusation are fake. Alia says it will take time to prove and asks her to leave from there. She says Pragya came here for Bai and asks her to leave. She says we are tired to face problems due to her, not anymore. Tanu getting her friend's call. Her friend asks what has happened. I had told you not to leave your husband for Abhishek Mehra and you didn't listen. She says he raped you, you have no idea how the new channel is showing the news. She tells that she donates to the NGO in lakhs and will talk to them. She says nobody can bring Abhishek Mehra out of the lockup and he will get punished. She tells that she will talk to the NGO and asks her not to worry. She says you will get people's sympathy. Tanu laughs and tells Netra that nothing can happen to her, without her wish and Abhishek Mehra loves Pragya so much and can't think of rape even in his madness. Netra asks if you are not raped. Tanu says police will say and asks her to come to Delhi, it will be fun. She ends the call and says I am not raped. She tells that you have left me 21 years ago, and now I will not leave you and wants to see Pragya in the same pain as me. She thinks she has such a plan and will create such drama that will force Ahbi to marry her. She tells that she don't need anyone's support. She thinks she will take Ria to her side, and if she don't then she will soon marry and leave. Alia asks Pragya to leave from there and tells that Tanu will not back off if I leave, but you will leave then Tanu will back off from the case. She asks Pragya not to force her to take action against her and asks her not to do bad with them. Dadi asks what wrong did she do. Alia says if she had not returned then Tanu wouldn't have done this. Alia says I have no sympathy for you, do you want to go and tell Bai that I misbehaved with you? Alia says no and asks her to leave. Dadi asks Pragya to go. Pragya leaves from there. Dadi confronts Alia for breaking her promise. Alia says I didn't do anything wrong. You have done a favor on me by supporting me. She tells that she has done this for family's betterment. Dadi says Ahbi must feel bad when he comes to know about this. Alia shouts at Dadi. Dadi shouts back at Alia and says even she can shout. She tells that she will never accept that Ahbi is arrested due to her. Mitali thinks today she thinks Alia is right. Prachi thinks of Ranbir. Sarita Behen tells that she can see love and care for her in Ranbir's eyes and that's why came to drop her. Prachi says he is engaged now and had said that he would have come to drop the peon if he was in trouble. Sarita Behen says if you don't love him then why you was thinking about him. She asks what you are hiding from me, when you both love each other then why is he marrying Ria? Just then Pragya comes there and goes to her room. Tanu thinks she loves Ahbi and will go to any extent to get him. She thinks she is not the young Tanu anymore and is the new Tanu. Inspector calls Tanu and tells that they have taken Abhishek's sample and asks her to come. Tanu says she will come. Ria comes home and hears Dadi and Mitali talking about Tanu accusing Ahbi of rape. Ria says Dad can't do this. Dadi says it is Tanu's lie. Ria goes to talk to Alia. Sarita Behen and Prachi ask what happened. Pragya tells them everything. Prachi says you shall be in the PS with Papa. Pragya says I can't go, as Inspector tells that if I go to the PS, then the charges will increase and I will be blamed for interfering in the investigation. She says Tanu accused him such. Prachi says I will go and talk to Alia Buji. Pragya asks her not to forget her values and says she is your bua. If she is doing wrong, then that doesn't mean that you shall do wrong. Prachi says what do you mean, if she shall bear silently. Pragya says Alia loves your papa so much and she is troubled too. Sarita Behen tells that it is good that Alia has thrown Pragya out of the house. Prachi asks what are you saying this? Sarita Behen says whenever she meets Ahbi, what does she get? Accusation, throwing out of house etc. She says what will she answer, when people ask her how did Ahbi do this with Tanu? She asks her to forget Mr. Mehra. Tanu comes to the PS and asks why Ahbi is not inside. Inspector says he will be locked inside soon for many years. Tanu says I will come here for as many times as possible to get him punished. She comes to him and recalls their moments. She confronts him for choosing Pragya over him and tells that she will not leave him. Ahbi tells that he is thankful that he chose Pragya and tells that when he will go out then it will be due to Pragya. Tanu tells that Pragya will not save her. Ahbi tells that Pragya's love is so true and she will take him out. Tanu tells Inspector that Ahbi is threatening to kill her. Ahbi says I didn't threaten her, she is lying. Inspector scolds Ahbi for raping Tanu and then threatening her. He asks Constable to lock him in the lockup. Tanu thanks Inspector for supporting her. Sarita Behen asks Pragya if she is inauspicious for Ahbi or vice versa. Pragya says he is my everything, my kumkum bhagya and my life. Sarita Behen says then would haven't come here and must have given a reply to Alia. Pragya tells that Alia and Tanu can't throw her out of her house and tells that she will get him freed. Sarita Behen says this is my Pragya, who can't cry in helplessness. She tells that she was provoking her intentionally so that she can bring him out. She tells that Ria needs her and asks her to go there. Prachi asks her if she will go there. Pragya says yes, she needs me, this house is of Sarita Ji. Sarita Behen tells that this is Prachi's nanny house and your mother's house. Prachi says she will stay here. Pragya says she will meet Ahbi and will tell him that she will stay in his house and will bring him back, as their family is incomplete without him. Thanks for watching till the end, make sure you subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notified for more updates like this. Fearless.